Good morning and welcome to Manic Fishing. Right, it's Monday. I've just come out here, supposedly a flat calm day. It's a bit breezy. I'm just waiting for the tide to turn. So at the minute it still shows that we're pushing flood. So I think it's probably the wind. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a spin around, mess about on the wreck. Going to go down with a little jimmy jig first. I've got all my cuttle in here. I've got my conger rods up there ready. Today is going to try and catch a couple of congers. But what I'll do is I'll spin us round, get us onto this wreck. This is not really a pollock wreck. This is my go-to eel wreck. But we'll spin round, and until the tide starts to sort itself out, and I know what way I'm drifting, I'm not going to bung the anchor in. Right, let's get round. Right. So let's just get down with this. I'm on my lighter rod, and when you're anchoring a wreck, you don't want to be too impatient like I am. You want to just make sure you keep drifting over it until you know you've got an exact line. Because the trouble with this particular wreck, I mean, I've anchored this loads of times, so touch wood, it shouldn't be too bad. But this is only about 250 foot long. And this lays in line with the tide. Really, when you're anchoring a wreck for the first time, you're better off to pick one that's sort of laying across the tide, so at least you know you're going to get somewhere in the middle of it. But, you know, hopefully, if this wind doesn't mess me about, we should be all right. So I'm just killing time, really, until we start to ebb in properly. Well, I've just hooked into a real little fish. I think it's just a pouting, and that might be perfect bait for congers. Yeah, a little pouting. So that's a lovely conger bait, that. So we'll keep him. So I've got two rods there, so I can put one down with the pouting and one down with cuttle. Right, while I'm waiting for this tide, I'm so impatient. I want to whack the anchor down now, but it's only 10:05, so I'm so frustrated with it. But what I'm gonna do is I'll get my cuttle out ready, and I'm gonna just drop one over because I'm not too far away from the wreck. At least I've got a bait down there, so that's what I'm using. I'll use that hole. It's about sort of 6 inches. Lovely bait, that. I managed to get these off of a friend of mine earlier on in the year. So get that bone out first. Right, and literally, you know how it goes. Right, let's move this out of the way. So I'm going to use a pound lead because the pure reason is I want to be pinned on the bottom. I don't need that, nowhere near, but I want to be pinned on the bottom, and it doesn't matter. These reels are so powerful, and all I'm going to do literally is hook it like that, and then I'm going to stab it up, cut it down the head a little bit just to release these juices. Stab it up. Right. See, 1 minute, 1 minute you're going into the wreck, and the next minute you're being pushed away from it. Move back round again, and I'll try and just get my baits near it at the minute, and before I chuck the pick in. Right, so I've got myself just in front of it. So let's just get a bait down anyway. So I'm starting. And 1 minute we're drifting back onto it, the next minute we're going the other way. So it's wind, you know, wind with very little tide at the minute. But right, so I'm on the bottom. I'll just stick this here for now. As I say, I'm so tempted to chuck that pick in, but I don't want to until we settle and we move. So we should be moving like this, but we're not. That's fishing. Okay, so what I've done, my patience did get the better of me. What I've done is I've taken my chain off and I've bombed my anchor in this wreck. I've tripped it, but whether I can get it out is another story. But I've got my chain, so I'm not too worried. I've got plenty of anchors, but my line is still running there, so we're not pulling tight, but we're bang on that wreck. So hopefully, yeah, I just couldn't, my patience was killing me. So I've just, when I drove round, I left that line down, so I've lost this one, so I'm going to set this one back up. But I think that if we yeah, we're right on the money here. So I'm hoping, I've got that rod down now with a fresh cuttle. I'm going to try and put this uptide one up to ease my bets, but I was getting so frustrated with it, I'll be honest. So what I'm going to do on this uptide one, I'm going to put a mackerel on. That's all I bought really, mackerel and come out skip. Always in the way. Right. So these are still frozen, these. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to just cut this one down so it's a reasonable size bait. There might be some tope out here, so I'm going to do that. Head on that, on this circle, look, straight through the head like that. And this is one of Martin's specials, so let's have a look, see if I can rig it properly. So this is just a bonus one really. Just trying to get these congers today, but as I said, I don't know. The old tide is, wind and tide is a pain. And if it does start running right, I doubt I'll get my anchor out, but so I mean there's no reason why I'm banging that wreck. So hopefully we'll get the congers, but as I said, you've got to be quick when you're in that wreck. I don't like fishing in the wreck. I like to fish outside it and draw them out. When you're in that wreck, you've got to be on your game and get them out quick, because they will. Oh, I'm not sure if I know how to rig this bloody thing. All right, it did show me. So put the hook in here. Probably why I never do upside in. Right, that's it. The hook's in there. And then this goes up on here like that. And Martin and Steve Gurker, they have a lot of success tope fishing. So there's a rig there, so hopefully it'll release itself. So I'm going to bang this up tide and see. I ain't used this rod for a long time, so it's probably going to snap off, but that's outside the wreck, that, so we'll see. Probably get a conger on that one. I'm going to rig the other rod up. I'm not sure if I'm going to fish it, because as I say, if we do start to get some congers, you've got to be on your game. Right, let's put this one down here for now and get this one rigged up. Keep an eye on that one for me. Yep, we're in here. Right, we're in with one now. Oh, good. Getting him out of that wreck. He's out now, he's swimming up, I can feel him. There he comes. Right, come on in, Skip. In, Skip, come on, in. There you go, there's the first one. Right. Gonna hold him with these for now. Right, so we're in again. Can't get it on sunset. This is a bigger one. This is a big one. I'm going to put it there. It'll come out in a minute. Once I get him up. I was a bit slow on that. He'll let go in a minute, I'm hoping. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give him a bit of slack, and then I'm going to let him, hopefully he'll come out. He's holding tight. Put him in here. That's a big one, that. As soon as he'll come out, I'll get him. Whew. So, game on. And they sometimes swim out, so let's try and get this one rigged up while I'm messing about, in case I lose that lot. See him? He's a big one, this one. Just leave that a minute. What he's done is he's put his tail around that wreck. That's why I don't like fishing inside, right in the wreck, because if you're not quick, they'll do this. He won't snap that rod, that's for sure. Right, let's put a leader on. The reason I put a leader on is so that it doesn't fray in the wreck. Whether he's going to let go or not, it's another story. So I think because I'm in the wreck, I'm going to go a hook up lead and just go direct to the lead. And then put my trace straight on that. Alright, so this one is just going to go straight on here. Like that. So let's get this one down, cut this out. Stab him up again. Right, let's get this one down. Now what I'm going to do with that one, I'm going to give it some line, see if it comes out, because right, that's on the bottom now. I'll just keep an eye on that rod for me while I try and mess about with this. Right, straight away I've got a bite on this one, so I'm going to be ready with this. Don't want it doing the same. So I think he's on. No, he's not. No, he's not. For fuck's sake. So I've just got down, reset up, and you know I was talking earlier. Look, what happened to my rod? So Martin, you'll have this back. It's one of them, so I'm going to keep my eye straight on this as soon as it's down. So it's starting to knock now, so I'm straight on this straight away. I don't want to give it any chance at all. I'd rather lose a few by striking them early than get them snarled in that wreck. I think I can feel one playing with it. You can feel them through the braid, you know, nibbling. So there's a fine line. You strike too early and you'll just pull it straight out its mouth, or if you strike too late it's going to wrap itself around that wreck, so I don't want either. Yeah, the wind is not being great to me today. It's throwing me all over the show. I'm back off this wreck now. Sort of trying to do that dog and bone affair, teasing it a bit. I can feel him. Trying to get this line away from my engine. So let's try and get him round here. So that one I lost, I mean, everybody talks about that, but you know, I've had a 40 before and that certainly felt bigger than that. Snapped my rod. There's me saying, oh, you won't snap this. Trouble was, I had it in, I don't want to say too much in case Martin sees the video, but I had it in here and it's probably, you know, the pressure against it. I'm going to strike this in a minute. So with this wind, I'm only concentrating on this. Well, I've only got one conger rod now, but I've taken the uptide one in. It's a waste of time. So I'm not sure if he's got this or not. I might just strike him and see. I'm not sure. No, I don't think so. So it's been nibbling the head a bit. So I've got plenty of cuttle. Well, I don't think there's a lot wrong with that. So you can see where he's been eating it, you know. But what I'll do is I'll put that down there. Let's get another one out, because I want to try and concentrate on catching a couple, you know. So I think fresh is best. There you go. So I'm getting a bite now on this one, so I can feel him. Let's get myself ready. Come on, conger. Just feeling contact with him, or her probably. Right, there you go. So he's on, I think. Let's let him do that one more time. Just wanting to just tap it one more time. Not playing ball. Let's put it down a minute. As soon as you put it down, it'll start to go. So you know that cuttle's still on there. Well, pretty sure you know the cuttle's still on there because they're so such a tough bait that you know, it's not like it's going to be pulled off like a frozen mackerel or a fillet. I forgot all about this. I've got this pat in here. I'll rig up, just keep an eye on that. I think I'm going to have a look, see what is going on here, because it sort of stopped a bit of interest. Yeah, look, blimey, there's me saying he's had it, the little bugger, or she probably. So I could have just left that down there and doing nothing. So let's get this down here. Quite hard bait. Try and go through the head. That's it. Right, let's get this down there. Pouting. That's the scent of this should get them. So I notice I'm keeping my rod down so it don't fly over. So let's try pouting now. It's a bit of nice fresh scent, and I'm right in that wreck now again. Never be able to, you know, to anchor a couple of 300 foot away and drift back. Just wouldn't have happened today. But while that's going through the motions, I'm going to get this one out ready. So that's quite a big one, this one. So I'll cut him in half because I've only got. That's my last one. Oh, there's two here actually. So there's a nice little one here. So I'll wait, I won't stab him up yet. Yeah, perhaps I should have hit that then earlier. So I'm getting an inquiry on it now by the looks of it. Explained before in previous videos, the conger bite is just a dear little subtle tap tap tap, you know. Right, let's get this ready. Oh, I'm going to whack him in a minute. Oh, close. Go on, go on, go on. Come on up. Come on up, please. Oh. Right, I've got him up. Got him up. That's the hardest part, is get him out of that wreck. Once they're up in open water, you know, you can mess about a bit. Whew. Swimming up. Right, Skip, you get in. Right, you can feel him now. Let's try and get myself prepared. Where's my gloves? Oh. There he is. Oh, he's in the light. Not massive, but nice and dark, this one. Oh, I don't know. Now he's up on the water, he don't look too bad. Right, in there. In. Gotta watch that dog with him. It's only a pup, you know, you don't understand. Right. Right, there you go. Yeah, so not a bad one actually. I don't know what they go. Nice lipped hooked. That's what you want. So that was on that pouting. So like that, feel my traces a little bit ruffled there. It's 250 this, so it'll be fine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that pattern on there, and I'm going to stick this on there as well, because I want his daddy. I want the dad of him, or the mother. Right, let's stab it now. So I've got 2 baits going down. All right, let's get over. Whew. That was hard work. It's hard on your own, you know, but here's what it is. See, I got him. Once I got him in open water, he was all right, you know. Right, let's put that down there. Let's get myself de-slimed. Very slimy, these ones this time. Sometimes the bigger ones are not, you know. That door's driving me crazy. One more would be nice, you know. I'll be honest with you, I'm lucky I got any, because I didn't think I was going to get anywhere near. Getting my anchor out is going to be another story. That'll be on the next video. Right, this literally is my last sort of shot, because wind's blowing me right off the tide, and I've just put my last bit of bait on. It's yeah, it is what it is, but it's just the day was supposed to be flat calm and everything else, and it just ended up to be a breezy sort of wind against tide against nature sort of day. It's one of them, but I've just reversed myself back in, so I'm on this wreck now. So sort of the last chance to try and snarl one out, and then let's see if I can get my anchor out. Yeah, I've just got to bite now. So yeah, it'd be nice just to grab one more, but it's what it is. I'm right in that wreck, so I've got to be quick with this. Let's get ready. Oh, I think it's in the wreck actually. I don't think that's a fish. No. Oh well. At least I didn't go backwards. So I'm not going to set up again. I'm going to try and see if I can get this anchor out. Hopefully. Listen, short trip. Don't always have red letter days. We had a couple of nice fish. The one that snapped my rod, that was a monster. But you know, we can all talk about the one that's got away, and that one did get away. But that'll be there to fight another day. So it is what it is. Thanks for watching Manic Fishing. At the end of the video you'll see a prompt for another video. Watch that one, that'd be good. Then you'll see the Manic Fishing logo. Hit that logo at the end please. That's my subscribe button. I do appreciate everybody who has subscribed to the channel, and you know, still doing the shorts. No one said not to, so I'm just keeping going. I am picking subscribers up and new people to the channel, so that's what it's all about, reaching a wider audience. But you're my loyal fans. You're the ones I wanna keep sweet, and you know, keep the content coming. So I think maybe my next trip, if it's a bigger tide, I'm going to try and hit some taupe, because there's some big ones out there. I want to try and hit that. They like fast water, so I'll wait until it's about, you know, sort of a 6-8 above, you know, around about 7 metre tide, and then I'm going to go and anchor up and try and hit some of them. And you know, we've got a few exciting months coming up. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll get this anchor out.